Butterfly's Dream, the Master of Stars Deception. You discover some hilichurls near Wangshu Inn that are giving off dark energy, just as an adeptus who calls himself Starsnatcher is performing some exorcist arts nearby. Oh, I see. Well, let's reconfigure the party. Let's not bring Sucrose. She might be squishy. And let's instead bring... Where's Barbara? There's Barbara.
We can do this.
Yeah. Wangshu Inn, here we go. Okay. Down here, apparently. Dark energy. I wonder what they mean by that. Ooh. Yeah, they do have a mist coming out of them.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilichurls over there?
They give off a sinister energy. They seem unusually agitated.
Right. Maybe it has something to do with that sorta dark energy they're giving off. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
Are they gonna be extra powerful, or will I be able to kill them in like a few hits like I always do? A few hits like I always do. You may stink of darkness, but you are still weak.
These super evil hilichurls are more difficult to defeat than the usual kind too.
Are they?
Hey, seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilichurls.
Could he be an adeptus? Looked like he was using some sort of adeptus art.
Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears.
And I think my thing glitched because there's dark energy still behind us, as if there's a hilichurl, except there's no hilichurl.
But the magic he was using seemed even more adeptus-y than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi?
I mean, they look like the symbols that Chongyun uses. And yeah, there's nothing behind me. It must have gotten stuck in the cutscene. Trapped between life and death. Starsnatcher. Lantern fiber.
Hello. Allow us to introduce ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it. I certainly don't. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection it seems that we have not met.
We're just travelers passing by.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
Excuse you?
One sees. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply.
I'm not actually sure he's an adeptus. I think he might be playing.
The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars, though one is better known to one's followers as Starsnatcher. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Would this guy stop like randomly clapping in the back? He's being weird.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
The weird people who are high in the background? Uh-huh. I'm getting cult vibes, male believer.
I've seen the Master of Stars in action. His power truly hails from the divine. I believe that now there is finally some hope for my ailing father.
Tell me about the Master of Stars?
Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. A true adeptus, no doubt about it. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it.
But he hasn't. And yeah, it just has like a dry ice effect because of the mistflower.
Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
This music really reminds me of Final Fantasy X. Like, I could have sworn it was for a second. Mercantile Believer?
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I asked the Master of Stars if he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of a god is a monumental affair. Just look at the Rite of Dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
I'm curious if he stole that. Like, the talisman maybe isn't his.
Finally, a life full of hope and purpose. Oh, are you believers too? After my fiancé had been left, I cried every day. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it.
Kind of might be, actually. But you're burning the paintings? Are you a painter? What? One, you're throwing away a lot of potential money. Two, it is a good idea to get rid of a painting of an ex or photographs of them, just because it'll only cause heartache. But don't expect someone to just come back. No, bad relationship advice.
I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
Stop chasing someone if they leave.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart.
From their imaginations, I'd say.
Surely you jest. There was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
You do not need to tell me about Hitsuzen, sir. You do not need to speak the dark arts to me. I were there when they were written.
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Oh? You need but ask.
Why do you wear a mask?
One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
I want to know where my sibling is. I want power rivaling that of the gods. I'd like to get rich quick. Sibling.
One senses that a tragic tale lies behind this wish. So be it. This wish is not beyond one's power to grant. But first, one must see some proof of your faith.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all.
I think he wants us to sweeten the deal.
Oh, that's right. Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us. You don't even have a vision.
I don't think people put visions up for sale.
Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food.
No one who shares your values for sure.
Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work.
I mean, it's cheap.
Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
Why do we need a new recipe? Oh my god, that's a ways. Why? Why is it so far away? There's a kitchen right up there. Because we're looking for new recipes, I guess. Where the heck is Wanwen? Is this the game's way of like luring us away from the city and then being like, surprise, we set this all up while you were gone? And normally it's supposed to be something of equal value, but whatever.
Buying or not?
What? How?
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Hey, isn't that, Starsnatcher? What a coincidence running into him again.
It's Starsnatcher. Coincidence or adepticidence?
Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yeah. I'm curious if he's trying to read up on Adepti in order to mimic them.
Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an Adeptus want to buy a book about himself?
I always found him fishy. Perhaps he's a narcissist.
Really? What's so fishy about him?
Why would an Adeptus want people to pay him? Mora? Well, I mean, Mora is magic. That's kind of why Zhongli created it. He's a freaking Adeptus. And even he needs Mora sometimes. He's a charlatan, if you ask me. His mask is so ugly. He's a charlatan.
So, what you're trying to say is that he can't grant people's wishes? Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use.
Oops. Only but no running, shouting, folly, noise-making, dirty hands, or dog-earing books. I need this just like written on the outside of my house. Pay first, read later. Yeah, I need that.
Hey there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that shelf over there.
Okay. Hello? Hello? Which shelf? over there does not gesture to where. Quest area reached. Don't mind me. Can't find the thing I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. It's sparkling, but like with the light on it, I can't see it.
Are you buying or not?
Someone just left it open.
This is the one! Let's see what it's all about, shall we?
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of adepti who defend Liyue.
So one of them is, there's actually 2 out there because it said 3 died out of the 5 and 1 went mad. So Xiao is the only one that's left that's sane, but there's another one out there that's gone mad.
Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you?
Also, Rex Lapis's arms were very interesting then. They had that same sort of pattern that, what's his name that starts with the D, had. I have more questions concerning him as well, like, I'll get to it in a second. About the demons, about karma, about the soul surviving Yaksha. I'm more curious, I know who the soul surviving Yaksha is. I'm more curious about karma.
The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through in all their years of protecting Liyue, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead.
Oh, I get to hear all this. Yeah, I'm very curious about the miasma. Is there like a Crystal Chronicle effect where there used to be miasma that created more monsters, or was the miasma from something else? Because in Crystal Chronicles it came from a literal meteor. In Final Fantasy IX, it was just a part of the world as a whole, created from like a tree. I don't know about here though.
The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second! Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about? So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only one of them is still alive today.
No, there's 2 alive. Pay attention.
Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Starsnatcher guy? No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years.
Nothing else that I can think of.
Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilly trolls come from? And 2, what does Starsnatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right? Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory.
We're playing detective now, are we? You're way too into this.
To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least. But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn.
Anywho, what I was getting at is I'm very curious if what's his name with the starry cloak is similar to Paimon and that maybe he was like the traveler with our brother. But I'm curious too. People have like suggested that the brother just spawned into this world like hundreds of years before we did. And it kind of makes me wonder if things are gonna like loop back around and we're in like just a continuous time loop. That'd be interesting. I don't know how to get it out of my my brain correctly right now. What I'm trying to articulate. Basically, what if our brother went on like the exact same journey that we did, but with Dainsleif, and reset the timeline, and now it's like us with Paimon. And they just keep switching places over and over in like an eternal loop. That's just a suggestion of me and the lore, and I see hilly churls. They seem kind of attracted to you, actually. Whoosh. Oh, come on.
Flee at my command, foul demon.
And is that a sigil of permission?
Flee! Why won't you flee?
It's like they're saying boner.
Uh-oh. Looks like Starsnatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here too. We have to step in.
They're getting attacked by 2-foot toddlers with rabbit ears. Okay, maybe 3 foot. Point still stands. You good, Starsnatcher?
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't the sigil of permission do anything?
More out? Need to recharge its battery?
Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar?
Ah yes, the get out of Juyun free card. So that's what I was using for his exorcism.
Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power. No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier.
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow. Were one but given another opportunity...
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls over there. Should we leave them to you then?
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
So you were just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
How dare they mind their own business?
It's not like the Master of Stars to fail an exorcism. Perhaps he isn't feeling well today?
I mean, that was me yesterday. I failed my photography quest, so, like, I get it.
I can't believe that the Master of Stars wasn't powerful enough to defeat those Hilichurls.
What happened there? A good thing we had you around, huh?
one is merely feeling unwell. One hopes that you shall not spread these tidings wantonly.
Sorry for my squeaky chair. I did tighten it recently, but it's still, you know, falling apart. So, let's see over here. Are you the hilly churl minding its own business I need to slay? No, they're over there. Then I shall take your 17 experience and 37 mora and go.
Oh, it's that Conqueror of Demons again. No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of these hilly churls.
Anyone with a
Let's see
vision?
what a real Adeptus has to say about all this.
Yeah, because we already know that Xiao is an Adeptus. Hello.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Not really.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exercising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean...
So we read about that in the book. So Xiao is the final Yaksha?
Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he?
That took you long enough to remember.
So that means... Oh... Poor Xiao!
We read about your past in a book. We were just reading a book called Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti.
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago.
Fan fiction? You had the audacity to call it fan fiction.
All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears.
Just almond tofu.
My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now. Please?
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
I'm curious where the darkness is coming from, like, because the talisman was stolen, or because he's about ready to convert like the one that went berserk?
Finish your preparations, and we shall enter. We should not leave those monsters be for too long.
Alright, I'm ready to go. Karma Heavy Cavern. Looks like it has darkness pouring out of it. Level 26. This place attracts monsters corrupted by sinister energy. According to Xiao, their mutation might be connected to karmic debt.
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma.
What even is this place? We went through a slip and a crack of rocks.
You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
I was too busy staring at the moon, my dude.
Disappear!
Quest-specific effect. As a result of the buildup of divine karma in the area, Xiao will have Bane of All Evil permanently activated and will constantly lose HP. Additionally, the effects of that divine karma will allow Xiao to regenerate HP when he deals damage to opponents. I see. HP gonna go down while I'm not killing anything, and HP gonna go up if I kill stuff. And I don't have any Barbara. Door of Resurrection activated. Oh goody. And he is wind, so...
Boring.
Did he just say boring? Thankfully he has good attack. Is this his legendary weapon? It might be. It is green with the little things on it, so... Because some characters have weapons that are, like, extremely good for them. I forget who all is even in this banner. In Xiao's banner. Because I know I got Diona multiple times. So if I do a poll this week, I'm kind of curious if I should almost do like a weapon banner. 19 out of 30. Wow, there's a lot of enemies in here. Woo! That's right, I can do this. He's a Dragoon. I can jump. As long as I have R2 activated, I can jump and do the Dragoon thing. So he seems to be a DPS lance for once. That or he just has amazing weaponry. I feel like we're on the edge here, so be careful.
All evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right? Hyman's just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Starsnatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Starsnatcher. I am aware of no adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Can we hurry this conversation up? I'm losing HP. How do I get up here? I can really jump. Wow. Yeah, oh, it's over here. Boing. Boing, wow. Boing. Oh. Yeet! Can I kill stuff fast enough to... Yeah, there we go. 5-star weapons, they make a difference. Oh yeah, over here. But yeah, that looks like, since the floor curved there, I bet that has like caused so many people to fall through there. I noticed it only just barely. That's kind of a dud chest. So do you live in here? Is this your home? Is that why it's so messed up? Oh no, I can... Oh, it's because my mask is permanently activated. Okay. It's because my triangle is permanently activated in this dungeon. That's why I can Dragoon. It's not the R2. R2 is just a dash, apparently. But it lets me super jump. It constantly drains my HP, but the drain isn't too bad. At least for the equipment it gives me. Which, heaven knows what that even is. It probably has, like, accessories equipped on me in the background, but you can't see them. Because we're in a dungeon. And I can't bring that menu up. So this is probably, like, a perfect build Xiao. Oh, how are we gonna go about this? Swirl damage? I don't know. Oh, I busted through it. How did I bust through it? I'm confused. No, he died first. Mage must die first.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable. Now, this Starsnatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
No, Paimon, that power is reserved for you.
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an Adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without thinking again.
Which is always...
Oh, one more thing. That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Confiscate, is that all? I think I'd also like to teach him a lesson.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Starsnatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
Was one of the petals in my flower always blue like that? Just now noticing this, I was like, is my character model a little different again?
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
Similar to gifting dreams and visions? You'll scare him out of his wits for sure.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
A censer, don't know what that would be. 7 lamps, I've already been collecting dream fluffs, and something to reduce the temperature? Ice?
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right?
I have so many mist flowers already.
But as for the censer and the 7 lamps, probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng?
Nope.
The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
Wait, I can do it? Oh, I got a wind fragment thingy. Anywho. Yeah, apparently when vision bearers get their visions, they also get, like a dream of ascending a staircase. Also, that's really cool. And we out. Oh, that's a ways away. Good gracious.
Oh, I got stomach cramps.
Yeah, me all yesterday. For 2 days, actually. Let's see. Map. Show me the map. Here. I don't remember what's right here. person and eggs.
Ooh, this temple will probably have the kinds of sensors and lanterns that Xiao wanted us to pick up.
This is a temple?
The spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
We'd like to borrow a sensor and some lamps?
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
We know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the dream trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect.
And yet I never see you.
Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case.
Something on your mind?
Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
What is the guy, the Starsnatcher guy, your son or something? Collect items need for the ritual. Sensor?
This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine.
Return to the vicinity of the temple after transferring sensors used in the ritual.
Next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done.
Oh my god, that thing was huge. That was the sensor? How am I carrying that around? Also, my screen is freaking out. Something fierce. Collect the items necessary for the ritual. Star lamps, 0 out of 7. Is this it? Yeah, it is. Like a paper lantern of sorts. A bell. That looks like one of our crane friends. Cloud retainer. Maybe. For objective in this area. Help if it wasn't freaking out. 1 out of 7. Here's more. Can I just look at it, please? Thank you. It kind of looks like a paper lantern, but it's on a pedestal.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
You have no idea how badly I wish you could just turn the in-game voices off when you're moving around.
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, shall we?
Like, I know in English translations, they usually cut them out because in English, we tend to find it really, really annoying. But in Japanese, they leave it to have the same voice clips over and over and over again because apparently it doesn't bug them. Cultural things, I swear. He gone.
Huh? Where'd he go? He was right here!
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
It's that guy's voice! Hello? Where are you?
Maybe he is the statue.
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the adepti art known as mortal lingering. Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So, you two know each other then?
I sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two, and please pass on my regards to the Conqueror of Demons.
Well, that's sad. So he's one of the Yakshas, huh? Or his soul left over.
If only I could taste some authentic grilled tickerfish once more. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha.
I guess that's us.
We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Grilled tickerfish. Got it. Head to the Yaksha statues after nightfall. Can I leave any fish here? I don't appear that I can. I want to leave them some fish. Some grilled fish.
We're way behind schedule.
This way, apparently. Maybe it's in town. If it's in town, it'd be easier to warp. I guess it's equidistance. So let's just take the road. It's equidistance from the town and my current warp point, so it doesn't matter which direction we take. But yeah, I guess he died in this village. Said he was slain in battle, though. So I don't know if he was one of the ones that succumbed to karma. So these are the two statues. I figured maybe there's also two more down by the water pools with all the lotus heads. So I wonder if those are statues as well. That would make 4 statues total. Oh, and there's the incense burner thing. Did we already put it here? Oh, nightfall. I gotta wait for dark. Perfect. I just appear out of nowhere like, hi!
Have you gathered the items for the ritual? This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless. Almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you come by them?
Got them from a Yaksha named Pervases.
Oh, and, he says hi!
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7 star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed.
You prepare the ground for the Dream Tower ritual.
Yes,
Cool.
this will do. Now, The next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual: offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
Seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole.
How do people even figure this stuff out?
Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Yaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Starsnatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly.
Understood.
If you have no other questions, let us begin.
So do I need to go get some incense first? Or did you bring that? According to the correct process. Oh, great. Offer incense? Do I even have any?
Then we meditate. Paimon really doesn't want to think about that fraud.
Shut up and start thinking. Bring forth sin?
Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
Boof? And... Boof? What happens if I miss? Game over? Game over. Soul ripped from body.
Ritual, and we followed all the instructions to the letter.
I mean, you missed a word.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless.
We summoned your spirit forth with Adepti art.
An Adepti art? You dare don the guise of an Adeptus in one's presence. But as for the matter of one's present location, one could have sworn that one was dozing off to sleep at Wangshu Inn not a moment ago. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an Adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Oh, you're not dreaming. Dreamers, after all, feel no pain.
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
Oh no, are we actually gonna beat him up? Oof.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them? Hey, stop it!
That was quick.
Please stop! I surrender! I surrender!
So do you believe us now? So are we still going to do this one-self song and dance?
No! No, never again. You almost killed me. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear it.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with quackery, masquerade as an Adeptus, exorcise demons without exterminating them, and display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
You're...
seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name?
He is the conqueror of demons. He's the vigilant Yaksha.
It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the conqueror of demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
The hard part about with dreams, though, is that I'm curious if he wakes up, if he'll just go, oh, it's just a dream, and continue his stupid bullshit.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the conqueror of demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
Huh. So to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the conqueror of demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
That wasn't quite our intention.
Oh, great conqueror of demons, please allow me to swear this oath before you. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
And he gone.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshu Inn first thing tomorrow and look for him.
Today is tomorrow. Insight of drifting dreams. Let us warp. Sorry, I'm not really talking much. I just... A, I'm taking it in, and B, I'm still exhausted from being sick. So I'm trying not to overexert myself, but at the same time I still gotta do these missions. That's again why I don't like stuff that's timed. Because a lot of times it's not timed very well to my own needs. Like, this is really cool, but at the same time I also just kind of want to take a nap.
Starsnatcher's staying here, right?
Starsnatcher. You mean the false Adeptus who wore a mask?
She knows.
He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An.
So that's a really normal name. Really, really ordinary person after all.
He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage. Ah, yes. He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Talking fairy? Who's that?
And suddenly the emojis that I use for my stream titles have just been mocked.
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's the letter.
I don't know what she is.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it! Paimon's curious! Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets.
Oh my god. Here we go. Letter from Starsnatcher. By the time you read this letter, I will have embarked upon my journey of self-improvement. I regret that I cannot apologize to the two of you in person, but I hope that you will forgive me. Since the conqueror of demons appeared to me in a dream, I have not slept. My nights have been spent thinking about how I may fulfill my vow. Not only have I deceived you two, but I have also exploited the hopes and dreams of my believers. People in dire straits oft become weak, thirsting blindly after something to believe in. With my lies, I brought them false salvation while their true desires grew further and further away. I know in that era... Oh my god, try that again. I know in that long-gone era, the desires of mankind were not as complicated as they have now become. The conqueror of demons shouldered the desires of Liwei's people as he contended with demons. Wearing his mask, he concealed the weakness brought by human desire. As a false adeptus, I am one who always wears a mask. A true adeptus only needs to wear it when facing demons. If I wear a mask to hide the evil that has corrupted my heart, then the conqueror of demons wears a mask to hide the part of him that is human. and yet he wears the face of a demon king only that he might subdue all demons. Once I had realized all this, I became deeply aware of my own ugliness, as I understood what it truly means to be an Adeptus. I set off on this journey over hill and river, strengthening my body and spirit, not because I arbor any hope of fully atoning for my sins. I do it only to learn the right to be counted among the believers of the Adepti. My microphone is in the way. I have already asked someone to return the money I cheated off of others. A few goods remain in my possession, but they are of no use to me on my journey of self-improvement. Please take them. Please... Yeti! Please take the sigil of permission that my grandfather left me as well. I am no longer worthy of it. I wish that you will be granted that which you desire. May we meet again. Wang Ping'an, a sinner.
Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time.
It's all thanks to Xiao.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go take the sigil of permission to Xiao, shall we?
I'm assuming he's around here somewhere. Normally people we only hold rituals to purchase the Adepti in certain areas. Oh, here he is. I guess she's so used to Xiao hanging around. She's like, yeah, I'm used to Adepti.
Ah, there you are. We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled tickerfish.
I thought you were vegetarian.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Or are you going to take it to his shrine?
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like you.
Tickerfish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
We'll leave you be then.
Uh-huh. And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
Butterfly's dream quest complete. Oop. And there we go. It's warping me out. I like to eat alone. Get out. Literally throws me into a loading screen.